are continuing on with part 2 of our Creating a New Process App video series. In this video, we are going to add states and transitions to our workflow. As you can see, I am in the workflow editor in Composer. When we created our new process app, we were given these items by default. We have a submit transition and a new state. We're going to start editing our workflow by clicking on this new state. As you can see down here in the property editor, we can start making edits and changes to this state. We're going to start by adding an owner for this state. We click the owner menu. We're going to choose add owner, and this wizard will walk you through adding a new owner. We're going to click next. We're going to choose a name for the new role that's going to be the owner of this state. We're going to call it manager. From here, we're going to use one of the pre-made roles that are already in the system. As you can see, there's administrator and user, and we're going to choose administrator as the template for this role, and we choose this here. Then we click the add role, and now we can see our manager role has been added to the list of roles. We'll go ahead and click next, and this will create a new field called manager. We click finish, and as you can see, the state has changed color, and as also noted, the manager is now the owner for this state. We are going to now add a state to our workflow. From the workflow palette, I'm going to choose active state, and I'm going to simply hold down my left mouse button and drag into the workflow palette editor and drop it. We are now offered a chance to name the state. In this state, we're going to call it assigned. We'll click enter. And we're going to repeat the owner process for this state. So we come down here and we click owner, and we click add owner. And this time, we're going to just go ahead and choose the pre-made role of user. We don't need to add anything because we're just going to use the user role. We click next, and the create new field as user is available, and we click finish. Next, we're going to drag and drop another state called completed, and we're going to set it right here. And we're going to change the name from completed to closed. And we'll press enter. From here, we're going to start dragging transitions to link our states together. I'm going to choose a regular transition. You can either do that from here under common items or down here under transitions. I will choose a regular transition from here. I will drag it over to the new state, and as you can see, I can pull it anywhere I choose, and this time I'm going to drop it on the assigned state. As you can see, assigned changed to the color purple because the user was named as the owner for that state. We are now given an opportunity to name this transition. I am going to name this transition as assign. Press enter. And now we can see that the new state is linked to the assigned state by the assigned transition. We're going to go ahead and drag another regular transition from our workflow palette, and this time we'll click it onto the assigned state, and then we're going to drag it over to the closed state. For this transition, we are going to just simply name it close and press enter. This concludes video 2